Yo, 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 what is up, guys? It's today, Wednesday night. Normally, I'm off on Wednesdays, working today. I'm leaving, walking out of the casino to my car, running a little bit late, so I thought I'd pop on. Don't have anybody with me yet, but that's cool. Everybody's probably busy. It is 8 o'clock, a little bit after, actually, quarter after. I'm going to go home and get some dinner. But I figured I'd chat with you guys on the way home. Won't be able to do a live drive in the morning because my wife needs to borrow my car because her car has gone into the shop. Gonna go up here and do this. So yeah, work today, 10 hours. Normally off on Wednesdays, but I picked up Wednesday and tomorrow. So I don't have to use vacation time on Sunday and Monday while I'm in North Carolina at the Raleigh show. What's up, Bry Fodes, Doom Card, Jordan? What's going on, Nathan? How you doing? Gonna get ready to pull out here. Maybe I get to some comments before I start driving. It is getting dark, so you may not even be able to see me. Talatiga, what's going on? But yeah, if you guys don't know, I'm headed to Raleigh to stay at Dustin, the personal finances dad's house, for a couple nights this weekend, to go to a card show on Saturday and a football game on Sunday. So I'm arriving there on Friday and I'm flying back Tuesday morning. Just got done chatting with a designer also while I was at work. I'm going to have some t-shirts coming out, guys. Going to have some t-shirts. Now, I'm not looking to open a marketplace to sell them or anything openly, but I've had people message me privately on Instagram and ask me if I've had merch, and I'm like, no, I don't have merch. Never really thought anybody would want any merch with my face on it or name on it, so I don't have any. But enough people have asked to where I'm going to have some t-shirts made, probably not a lot, and I'll probably use them for giveaways. I'll wear one myself, wear them to the shows, things like that, but it's not something where I'm going to try to pump out a bunch of t-shirts to sell. But I don't know how many people would actually be interested in one anyway. But the design that I'm coming up with, it's just going to be a simple black t-shirt. It's going to have my logo right up on the front over the heart, not big. It's not going to be big and gaudy on the front or on the back. It's just going to be small Flippin' Steve logo. But the back, at least for the first 50 t-shirts, on the back, it's just going to say FOTL, and the shirts are going to be serial numbered. So it's going to say FOTL, like first off the line, and then like the first t-shirts are actually going to have the number on them that they're printed, 1 out of 20 or 1 out of 50, 2 out of 50, 3 out of 50, 4 out of 50. And once I run the first 50, I'll come out with a new design and something different, saying maybe second print or something like that. So just simple, logo on the front, a little first off the line serial number action on the back. And I'm not sure how many I'm going to have made. Might be 50. So it'll be first off the line out of 50. Might only be out of 25. Might not have that many people interested in a shirt. Once I sit down and figure it all out with the t-shirt person, I'll go from there. So yeah. Fantasy football this weekend, guys, was not good. I went 1-3 across 4 leagues. I got beat by Neo in Dakota's league, and I was just bad in that league because Neo was bad too. Neo was just straight scrub. I was just mega scrub. So it wasn't even like either one of us were that good. And then I didn't get any of my waiver wire claims either. So that was all a fail this morning, waking up, no waiver wire claims. Haven't purchased any cards in a couple days until today. I picked up a PC item, another old school Marvel sticker, graded in a 9. I was able to find another character that I want. And I actually found 2 characters. Another one I put in an offer on, but the person hasn't responded yet. And I am hiding in the dark. This looks haunted and scary here. Can't see my face at all. See, it's starting to get dark here now on the East Coast earlier. Let's see. I'll put on a light. Is that better? No, not really. But anyway, it's starting to get dark earlier. It used to be when I would go home at 8 o'clock, it'd still be light out. So my goals for the Philly show, I saw somebody ask that earlier. I'm looking for North Carolina. I have no idea what to expect. And for Philly, I kind of have an idea what to expect because you have the same people setting up there a lot, and a lot of vintage. But also last time in Philly, when I walked in, I went up to one table on a Sunday, and I sold a ton of modern basketball slabs. A ton, like probably 75% of my case, which was the plan. I wanted to sell that stuff anyway, but like 75% of my case I sold. In my head looks like a light bulb, but about 75% of my case I sold off, but it was just modern basketball slabs, like low end. It was all stuff that was like $300 and less. And I sold it off for a good price. I was happy with. So let's see if I got a different light in here. Let's see how this works. That's not any better. Anyway. So, yeah, the Philly show, I never know what to expect. And I have zero idea what to expect in North Carolina. Never been to that show. Don't even know how big it's going to be. I'm just always going to be looking for deals. I'm looking for on-card autos and jersey patch cards, game use patch cards. I want to buy those in person because that's the kind of stuff that I'm buying raw to grade right now. If anybody was wondering if I was on any raw to graded right now, I am, but pretty much on on-card autos and patch cards. Not really much on the way of modern wax, not busting anything to send in, nothing like that. It's got to be worth my while to send it in, and it's got to be a nice card. It can't just be an ordinary old card. It's somebody a card that means something with a game used or an auto. That's kind of where my headspace is at on the raw to graded for myself. Unless there's PC stuff I want to get graded. But yeah. But anyway, we're going to see if I'll check out some comments when I stop at the next stop sign, and also when I get home. But not a whole lot to talk about. Just a long day at work. I'm excited for Friday to go to North Carolina and hang out with Dustin and do a card show. I haven't done a card show since the National. It'll give me an idea to see how things are moving, whether buy, sell, trade, off of an internet platform. It'll help me feel the vibes of the market again, what's going on right now, even though it might be a smaller type show. I want to set up. Now, I told Dustin that I was stealing a table in North Carolina. Because we tried to contact the show, whoever runs the show, about getting a table, and they never got back with us. They were just like, fuck them YouTube guys. They're scrubs. We don't want them anyway. And just never even got back with us about getting a table. And I want to be on the dealer side of the table for once. I want to see what it's like. I want to see what it's like to sell. I want to see what it's like to buy. Let's see. I'm going to go in this way. I'm going to see what it's like to, a dealer's perspective. Even if I find some friends at the show that I know that are set up and they just kind of want to get away from their table for a few minutes and actually browse the show themselves. Because I will say that's one of the positives about not setting up is you can walk the show freely. But, let me see. Oh, no light. But anyway, in the history of the United States, when you have a table, then you're kind of confined to your space unless you can get somebody to watch your showcases for you, which that may be my approach. I may be like, hey, man, I'll sit and watch your showcases for you for a couple hours if you let me, or for an hour or so if you let me drop a couple cards in there or something like that. But I did tell Dustin I was going to steal a table at the show. He said, how are you going to manage that? I said, I'm just going to walk in there and elbow drop somebody and take their table. Actually, one approach I thought about taking was buying somebody out. And I know that kind of sounds, why would you do that? But I mean, if I went up to a table that I thought didn't have a gigantic spread of cards and had some affordable stuff, I would buy their table out and then just use it myself. I would resell the stuff that I bought off them, and I would have a table. Basically buy out their inventory. I mean, I could do that. I've never done that, and that seems a little extreme, but that's what I want to do. I want to start buying collections and things like that. I want to get a little bit more into the buying and selling business aspect of it if I ever really want to further myself in it. But let's see, reading some comments. But Theodore says he thinks there will be some buying opportunities. Been a lot of bigger ones since last one. Boston National, East Coast National, Virginia show. You don't think it'll be as busy? You don't think Philly will be as busy? Maybe not. Philly's usually a pretty good show, though. I mean, there's enough surrounding. The last Philly show before the prior one was actually 2019, I believe, in March. And that show was pretty big. And then 2020 was canceled. And then, or no, it was March of 2020. That's when it was. It was March of 2020 was the last one I had been to before everything shut down. And then March of 2021, it wasn't ready to go again yet. They had it later. There's not anything good coming on the radio, so yeah, Theodore, that's what I'm doing. I'm looking to make some contacts, but I got a lot of contacts because, you know, I do the YouTube thing, but even other than YouTube, I'm very active on Instagram. And if I'm really not even really and I don't even mean in terms of posting a lot. I'm very active with other people in Instagram chats, like people who have card shops and things like that. That's how I was able to consign through Tampa Card Shop, you know. And one of the guys I talked to about the Raleigh show was Kenneth Fornos, who has a pretty big vlog going for him now. His channel's blown up. So, and he's from that area. Anyone going to Nashville? The Nashville, I am not going to be able to attend. And I believe that's being sponsored by Santiago, is helping sponsor that. He had put something up on Instagram about that. Oh, I just got an offer on my Maradona PSA 6 sticker. It's sitting on my slabs right now. If you guys did, I never did a full reveal on the PSA on my last PSA return, but in that order, or in that PSA return, I got a 1986 Mexico World Cup Panini sticker of Maradona, back graded in a 6. And that's been between a $500 to $600 sticker on eBay when you see them, but you hardly ever see them. I got mine posted on my slabs, and I just got a text message saying somebody offered me $500 for it. So I have to get into a negotiation for that once I get off here and get in the house. Jason Taylor, what's going on, man? How you doing? But the radio is crap. I don't know. Oh, we got some Tupac California Love. Bass. Dre. Guess I'll leave that on. But yeah, is there any more comments? Anything you guys? Iverson's going to be at the next Philly show, or is he at the Tennessee show? But yeah, guys, I just kind of came on after work, walking out. I was like, you know what? Hey, I'm going to throw up a live drive. Usually, I have a mindset of something that at least I'm going to talk about. Usually, I can talk about stuff that I'm buying. This week, I haven't been very active. I'm doing a video when I go in tonight, though. I haven't put out a video in a little while. I've been neglecting you guys with the videos. I have been putting out the live content because it's easy, but I am due for a video that will be filmed tonight as I go into the house, and it will probably upload tomorrow. Because if I upload it tonight, it'll be late and nobody will watch it. So I'll probably set that to upload tomorrow around 4 or 5 p.m. And what it's going to be back to basics for myself. It's going to be a video, a transparent video, because I've always been honest and transparent about what I've been doing. And it's going to basically be all of the basketball cards, modern basketball, that I have bought since the National. If I was to sell it now, would I be up, down, sideways, or even? You know, where would I be? If I was to take all the basketball cards that I've bought since the National, because that's when I started buying basketball. I started selling my football and buying basketball. All my basketball cards, and I got about a stack of them, stack of slabs, that I've bought since then. We're going to look at my buy-in price. We're going to look at the current market price, and we're going to see if I'm up, if I'm down, or if I'm even. And what that'll let me know is if I'm up slightly, that's the importance of buying early and being at the basement. It'll also show me how much movement there has been leading up to the NBA season. And we're not quite to the lead up yet, but how much buildup has there been during the football rush? It'll also tell me if cards haven't gone up, have they gone down? You know, is there going to be anything that's selling for less than I bought it for? That'll tell me whether or not I'm in at a safe price. If stuff is selling for less, then that means I overpaid in a bad time. So it's going to give me multiple different feedbacks. And rather than to just go in and with a pen and paper and research that stuff myself and just know where I stand, I'm going to do it on a video. Full transparency. I don't know right now if I'm going to come out up. I don't know if I'm going to come out down. I don't know if I'm going to be even. I don't know. I might do a video and I might come out and be like, man, guys, I'm $1,000 upside down already on the NBA. I might come out and be like, I'm $50 up. I might be like, man, everything's completely where it was at. So I know some cards are up. I know some cards haven't moved. I'm lucky enough to be in very early on some stuff, and that's why. Because there hasn't been a lot of uptick, but there has been some. I do know that a bit. Michael Ham, what's up? Good evening, man. So we'll see. You guys got any guesses? Do you guys think I'm up, down at all? I think I'm going to be slightly up, but I don't think it's going to be much. I think it's going to be surprising. I think it's going to be a lot of the stuff I bought in July is still kind of coasting along at those basement prices. But the players that have gone up, and there will be players that are still stable, it'll let me know, okay, maybe I need to buy a little bit more of this player because they've yet to move. That'll be another thing. Miami Mike says, stop buying up all the Tyler Hero. I did pick up a Tyler Hero, Miami Mike. I don't know if you were at my live stream Monday. And I was hoping you were there because a lot of times when I show Tyler Hero stuff, I get booed for it. But I knew you would be in my corner with that. But I had picked up an Optic Holo of his. And Tyler Hero stuff is selling. People are buying it because it's not easy to win a Tyler Hero card at auction. It's really not. It's not easy to find an auction to begin with. There's lots of buy it nows. When I was, go back and try to comp some of the stuff that I was buying, it's hard to find auction comps. There might be some card where I was the last purchase of it. I do know for a fact I bought a Mosaic Red, 2018 Mosaic Red PSA 9 Trae Young weeks ago. I do know that I was the last, as far as eBay is concerned, I was the last transaction for that card. So how do I comp that out right now? I paid like $300 for it. Basically, what could I get for it? I don't know. Do I say, okay, well, if I paid $300 for it, if one hasn't sold since then, there's no comps. I just basically say it's a wash. It's still $300 card because until another one sells at more money, that's basically what it is. It's still a $300 card. Now, I will say there is a lot of stuff that I wish I could go back to June and July and get the comps on. I wish I could go back to like June or July and get Zion comps. Even a few Ja Morant type comps, because that stuff's come up. Adam says it seems like it's not easy to win any auction. Yeah, people, that is funny. Sometimes people will bid over comps. I think it's a mental thing. I think it's a human psyche thing where people don't like to be told what they have to pay for a card, and sometimes this doesn't make sense. There might be a card at a $950 buy it now, and they will get themselves into an auction and end up paying $1,100 for that same card that they could have got for $950 because they got caught up in the auction. But not only that, because they don't like being paid what they have to told what they have to pay. Oh, this person's telling me that if I want their card, I have to give them $950. I'm just going to get into an auction and pay what I want, even if it means I'm overpaying. Neo was just bragging about beating me? He shouldn't be bragging about anything because I'm probably the only person he would have beat this week. Me and him were both sucking hind tit. I was just, even further behind him. That's all. I barely scored like 90 points and he scored like 104. So, it is what it is. I'm in some bigger leagues. I won in a big league, and the Dolphins won. So, high dollar league, I won in. Dolphins won. That was the most important. That was my treat. Shit. Neo actually messaged me on Instagram and to Dustin and was like, oh, Steve, he actually posted our fantasy score to rub it in. Oh, he was like, oh, by the way, happy birthday, because he beat me in fantasy and posted our score because it was my birthday on Sunday. And I just posted back, hey, my birthday present was the Dolphins winning. I was like, how did the Browns do today? And I got crickets. I didn't get any response on that. Nothing but crickets. Shane O'Mac says the Dolphins were gifted a win. Neo bragging. That's funny. Hey, well, if you're bragging over beating me, I guess that's a compliment to me, right? You think Lonzo Ball's a decent buy? Not many of his cards from the PSA backlog. But Miami Mike says a win is a win. Is he referring to the Dolphins game? Or Neo's like cheap 104 to 90 win over me? Guess you can refer to both. But I'm just not super big on Lonzo Ball because he goes from a situation where he wasn't the man in New Orleans to a situation where he's not going to be the man in Chicago either. He's probably their fourth scoring option or third at best. I mean, fourth. I mean, you got DeMar DeRozan there now, Zach LaVine, and Nikola Vucevic. I mean, that's a lot of mouths to feed. I mean, yeah, he might be an assist monster, but unfortunately, people don't buy your cards based on your assists. I just feel like he's going to be the point guard for the Chicago Bulls. And recently, that really hasn't meant much. And I just don't see him scoring a lot of points to where a lot of people want to buy his stuff. For the people invested in Lonzo Ball, I completely hope that I'm wrong. But I think that the market is wisening up and gotten a lot smarter to where people aren't just going to buy cards because they, somebody might start doing decent. I think he's still the same player on a different team. Chicago is a bigger market. That's the only thing I can see help him. Yeah, I've been watching lots of, like BJ says, I've been watching a lot of Neo, you're live streaming right now. BJ says, wait a second. Jonas, are the reactionary football prices coming back down yet? I do not know. Just give them time. I mean, it's maybe around Wednesday or Thursday, especially Thursday when the next game kicks off. A lot of people will forget about what everybody did last week. Does it mean they'll come down? Maybe not. Maybe slightly. Maybe a slight drawback. That doesn't mean they'll come back to where they started. So say, for instance, a card was $100. That player had a good game. It shot up to 150, and now it's Thursday. That card might have a pullback to like 125. So it's still up, but it's down from its weekly peak, but it's created a new floor for itself. Well, I might as well get off here, guys. Go in, get set up to do my video and all that. Catch Neo on his live stream so I can hear him talking smack about beating me in fantasy. And I'm cutting into his live stream right now. I don't like cutting into other people's viewers. Not like I have anything on Mr. 10K over there, but I have not seen the Batman comic auction. I'll have to take a look at that. I did pick up a Marvel 1976 Marvel sticker today, however. I'm going to check my mail, see if I got any packages in the mail today. I am expecting a basketball card today or tomorrow. Work tomorrow and be on a plane early Friday morning for Raleigh, North Carolina. All right, guys. Dustin and Brad start in 20. They don't need me to watch. Anyway, guys, thanks for joining me on my small ride home. I'm going for like 26 minutes, which is actually pretty long for a live drive. And let's see, check your Instagram about the North Carolina show. You spoke with the promoter. OC Sales Online says, did he send me a message? I'll have to check that. If he did, because you hit him up for me. Thanks, man. Yeah, because Dustin and I were like, hey, maybe we can shoot a little bit of content. Maybe we can sell some cards and we can help promote the show. And that's kind of went. I did get contacted by Beantown Collector last night, and he's trying to set something up for the Philly show, like a trade night for one of the top 70 artists that wants to. She has a Beckett magazine copy that she did. She did the artwork for the cover. So I'm not going to mention names or anything yet because that's still kind of in the works, but he was messaging me because he knew I was from the area and didn't know if there was any way to set up like a trade night / kind of like the Blake Jameson trade night at the National. And I'm just like, man, I'm not really that big to pull something like that off. I'm just Flippin' Steve, little old channel. But I'll try to help him as much as possible. Once I get some details on it, then I can promote it fully. And I'm also putting some flyers out there to some people in the local area to see if they'd be interested in hosting something like that. All right, guys, take it easy. Getting ready to go in. Take this monkey suit off so I can put it on in the morning again. And shoot a video. Check out some live streams. All the fun stuff. Take it easy, guys. Till next time. Serious drama. Until next time, guys. Take it easy. See ya.